Q8114. What is the minimum ceiling and visibility for an airplane to operate under VFR in Class G airspace? A. 2,000-foot ceiling, 1 mile visibility. B. 2,000-foot ceiling, 1 mile flight visibility. C. 1,000-foot ceiling, 2 miles flight visibility. The correct answer is C. The reason is that according to the regulations governing visual flight rules, VFR, operations in Class G airspace, the minimum requirements for ceiling and visibility are a 1,000-foot ceiling and 2 miles of flight visibility. Class G airspace is typically uncontrolled airspace, often found in rural or remote areas. It does not have specific air traffic control services or requirements for instrument flight rules. Instead, pilots operating in Class G airspace can fly under VFR, relying primarily on visual references and maintaining separation from other aircraft through see and avoid principles. To ensure safety and provide a reasonable margin of visibility for pilots to see and avoid other aircraft, a minimum ceiling of 1,000 feet is required. This means that the cloud base should be at least 1,000 feet above ground level. Additionally, a minimum visibility of 2 miles is required to ensure adequate visual reference and awareness of other aircraft, terrain, and obstacles. By adhering to these minimums, pilots can maintain a safe operating environment and mitigate the risks associated with reduced visibility and potential conflicts with other aircraft. 8807. Which document would constitute an approved change to the type design without requiring our certification? A. An approved minimum equipment list. B. The operation specifications as approved by the administrator. C. A special flight permit. The correct answer is A. An accepted modification to the type design that complies with the operation specifications constitutes an acceptable change and doesn't call for recertification. 8808. No person may operate an aircraft under 14 CFR Part 135, carrying passengers under VFR at night, unless A. Each flight crew member has a flashlight having at least 2 size D batteries or the equivalent. B. It is equipped with a flashlight having at least 2 size D cell or the equivalent. C. Each crew member has a flashlight having at least 2 size D cells and a spare bulb. The correct answer is B. The reason is that according to the regulations under 14 CFR Part 135, when operating an aircraft carrying passengers under visual flight rules, VFR, at night, the aircraft must be equipped with a flashlight. The flashlight must have at least 2 size D cells or an equivalent power source. Having a flashlight on board is essential for conducting operations at night, as it provides a source of light for the flight crew to illuminate instruments, charts, and other necessary items. It ensures that the flight crew has the means to maintain proper visibility and perform necessary tasks during nighttime operations. The regulation does not specifically require each individual crew member to have their own flashlight, but rather mandates that the aircraft itself is equipped with a suitable flashlight meeting the specified criteria. This ensures that there is a readily available source of light on board the aircraft for use by the flight crew as needed. By complying with this requirement, operators can ensure the safety and effectiveness of nighttime VFR operations by providing the necessary lighting equipment for the flight crew to perform their duties effectively and maintain situational awareness. 8809. For operations during the period beginning 1 hour after sunset and ending 1 hour before sunrise, as published in the Air Almanac, no certificate holder may use any person, or may any person serve, of pilot in command of an aircraft carrying passengers unless that person has made 3 takeoffs and 3 landings within the preceding 90 days. A. As the sole manipulator of the flight controls in an aircraft of the same category and class, and, if a type rating is required, of the same type in which that person is to serve. B. As pilot in command of an aircraft of the same category and class, and, if a type rating is required, of the same type in which that person is to serve. C. as the sole manipulator of the flight controls in an aircraft of the same type in which that person is to serve. The correct answer is A. According to the regulations, in order to serve as the pilot in command of an aircraft carrying passengers during the specified period, 1 hour after sunset to 1 hour before sunrise, the pilot must have accomplished 3 takeoffs and 3 landings within the preceding 90 days. These takeoffs and landings must have been made as the sole manipulator of the flight controls in an aircraft of the same category and class, and if a type rating is required, of the same type in which the pilot intends to serve. This requirement ensures that the pilot has recent experience and proficiency in operating an aircraft similar to the one they will be flying during nighttime operations. It ensures that the pilot is familiar with the specific handling characteristics, procedures, and systems of the aircraft type, thus promoting safety and competency in nighttime operations. 8813. An employee who performs safety-sensitive functions for a certificate holder who has actual knowledge of an accident involving an aircraft for which he or she performed a safety-sensitive function at or near the time of the accident shall not use alcohol. A. Until 4 hours after the accident. B. Within B hours of the accident. C. Until given a release by the NTSB or FAA. The correct answer is B. According to regulations, an employee who performs safety-sensitive functions for a certificate holder and has actual knowledge of an accident involving an aircraft must not use alcohol within 8 hours of the accident. This restriction is in place to ensure that individuals involved in safety-sensitive roles maintain a clear state of mind and are not under the influence of alcohol when performing their duties. It helps to prevent impaired judgment and decision-making that could compromise safety in the aftermath of an accident.